Okay, so let's look at practice quiz 2, question 4. So we have this same survey data we looked at in question 3. So 145 people asked, what fruit is your favorite? And here's the survey results. So question 4 then, it says write R code that would generate a horizontal bar graph of the survey results above that names each bar in the graph after the fruit it corresponds to, labels main title as favorite fruit, x-axis as number of people, y-axis as type of fruit, colors the apple, green, orange, banana, yellow, kiwi, brown, blueberry, blue, and grape, red. So in R, we can create bar graphs using the bar plot parenthesis v, where here v is a vector. So we first have to define our vector with our data that contains our data here. So let's call it, say, fav fruit. So fav, say, fruit. So it's going to be the vector, well, the apple is 35, it's going to the numbers here, it'll be 35, then 30 for orange, then 10 for banana, 25 for kiwi, 40 for blueberry, oops, 40, and 5 for grape. Okay, so now, now let's do the bar graph or bar plot. Actually, I'm going to make this lowercase f. Okay, so to do the bar plot, I'll write bar plot. Then I'll put my fav fruit vector here. So if I went to R now, this would generate a bar graph. So let's take a look. Let's copy this. Let's go up to Google here, type in rcommand.com. That will take us to run our script. Let's log in. Okay, let's take away this, paste our guy here, and we'll take a look at it. So going down here, let's open a new window. So I'll double left click on it. So there it is. So you can see it doesn't have any labels. It just has the frequencies and the bars. So that's just a bar graph, and also by default it's a vertical bar graph. So to make it a horizontal, let's go back over here. So to make it a horizontal, we have to add something to it. So let me write it here. So by default, as we just shown over here in our picture, that's a vertical bar plot. So by default, the R bar graph is vertical. To make the bar graph horizontal, we must add HORIZ equals true. And note here, if we do that, we must also switch around the X label and Y label. We'll come back to that in a second. So let's add this now to our code up here. So it'd be comma. So now if I ran this, move this down here now. If I ran this now, let's just check. If I go to R, take this away. Now let's run it. Now it's horizontal bar graph, as you can see. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so now we have the horizontal bar graph of the survey results. We need now to name each bar corresponding to its fruit. So to do that, we're going to add a comma here. Now we're going to use names, so names.arg, then equals, then C, then parenthesis, then quotation mark, put the name of our first one, so it's apple. Then next one to be orange. So they all need to be in quotation marks. Next one to be banana. And keep going like this until you fill in all the fruits there. So doing that, we get, so I got the rest of the fruits there. And then at the very end, you're going to have to put a parenthesis to close that names argument. So let's go and run this in R, just to see what it does. So going to R, you should have now the labels of the fruits in the bar graph. Okay, go down here. See now it has the labels on the bars of the fruits. Okay, so let's keep going. So next now, so I need to say comma after this guy. So we're going to, it says label the main title as favorite fruit. So let's take this. And then write main, M-A-I-N, equals this guy. Okay, that would label the main title as his favorite fruit. X-axis as number of people, so you'd say X lab done. So it'd be number of people. Say comma, Y lab type of fruit. So Y lab type of fruit, comma. And lastly now we have to do the colors. So let's see, so it'd be color C. So it's going to be a vector. So the color is the apple is going to be green. So we're going to put green for the first color. Then the next one, the orange will be orange. Next one, the banana will be yellow. So banana is yellow. The kiwi is brown. The blueberry is blue. And lastly, the grape is red, a comma, grape red. So you have to end this vector, so you have to put a parenthesis. This parenthesis at the very end is ending the bar plot guy up here. So this should be the R code now. Okay, so let's now go to R and run it. Okay, so now let's take our R code and run it and make sure it works. So go back to R, clear this, paste it, and run it. Okay, scrolling down, you can see there it is. Let me open a new window, so double left click on it. So there it is. It's smaller so you can fit on there. So you can see it maybe a bit smaller. So there it is. So you can see number of people on the x-axis, type of fruit on the y-axis, and favorite fruit up here. There it is better. Okay, so it has all the features that we need. So let's go back then. So this is our R code then. So this part here. So you can pause the video and take a look at that. But we're done with the question now. So I'm going to leave the video here. So we're done.